Welcome back to the sports show on that damn YouTube. So this is the 200th video of this beautiful channel with me. So I've been wanting to do this one for a while. Thought I'd save it for something special, a landmark. 200th episode. I've been wanting to go back and do an old Baseball Tonight episode. So let's go and check this out. This is going to be from, I believe, 1994 in July. Yeah, July 9th, 1994, the strike sorting season. So let's go and check this out. I'm going to be pausing it quite a bit just to give you a heads up because I'm going to see a ton of players that I vividly remember growing up and watching. I was, 12 at the time? Yeah. So let's go and check this out. This would be cool stuff. Like I said, a lot of pauses. It's about 17 minutes, so this might be a long one, but try to hang in there. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Let's do it. Man, I love that old music right there.
The midterm is creeping up on us on Baseball Tonight. Let's review for the exam. No arguments or you'll be dismissed. A pluses for the Indians, even when assigning an Albert bunt. And speaking of A's, Ruben gets one for phys ed, if not citizenship. Mr. Young, that was very nice. Mr. Strawberry, nice to have you back in class. But Mr. Coleman, you may need some after-school tutoring. The rest of you, we'll see you on Tuesday for the big test. One rule, no sleeping in class.
I think Gary Miller's going to be hosting this one, right?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the opener of our nightly double dip. Gary Miller with you on the last weekend before the break. In the half hour, we've only got 24 minutes to give it to Ian. So we have the bid for the Marlins' first ever no-hitter. Frank Thomas chasing the kid. He has a monster effort going on in Milwaukee. But we start with the race in the East. The Orioles playing catch-up to New York. When the A's first came east this season, it was largely responsible for their wretched start, losing 18 of 21 against the other coast, including a 12-game losing streak. But since a Memorial Day weekend sweep at Skydome, they've eaten up the East. And after splitting the first two of their series in Camden Yards, they're now 12-2 over their last 14 against the other coast. This one is a wild one, still in progress. Pick it up early.
Sorry to pause it so early inside here, but man, that 94 season when they went on strike, just the irony, all the cool things that were going on at that time, just they have it cut, I think, in August? I think it was like towards the end of August that they went on strike and obviously canceled the World Series. But Tony Gwynn chasing 400 at that time. I want to say Matt Williams was on pace to hit 60 or right around that time. The Cubs finally had a winning team. The Cleveland Indians coming out of nowhere. That team finally grew up with Kenny Lofton and Jeff Bagwell. What was it, Carlos Baegra, the second baseman that they had. Jim Thome, I believe, was on the time. Manny Ramirez. So a lot of cool things happening in baseball on a special season. And then, of course, they went on strike. So who won the World Series in 1994? If someone asks you, nobody damn won the World Series.
Early, Steve Oliveros riding a 24 1/3 scoreless streak that didn't last long. With a man aboard in the opening inning, Chris Sabo uncorks his 7th home run of the year. 2-0 Baltimore. But the A's come back. They're tied. And then Ruben answers. Number 19. He admires it as he chases Sid Fernandez into the seats. 4-2. Check it out again. Jeff Tackett wants the pitch low and away. Sid gets it high and up. And Ruben gets it out. And then Sierra lashes him again.
Ruben Sierra, man. Now that he played for the Tigers for a little bit and for Texas. He played for Oakland. Reminds me of another player, and that just popped in my head as I'm watching this. I think Ruben Sierra's career and Cespedes, Cespedes, they kind of seem to be similar. Big power hitters, came off with a bang. Cespedes probably had a lot more power and a hell of an arm out there in the outfield. But just watching Ruben Sierra's name popped up, maybe it was the Oakland jersey did it to me, but similar careers. Started off hot and just kind of vanished out of nowhere.
In the 5th, knock it in Stan Javier. Once again, Tackett wanted it outside. Sid just had no control tonight. He lapped down 7-2. The Orioles tried to pick him up in his absence. Ripken knocks in Palmeiro. They're within a run. Baines singles in Palmeiro the next time he's aboard. In the 7th, it's all 7s. The Orioles have a chance in the 8th to blow it open. Bases loaded. Harold Baines at the plate. He popped him up. Brochus hauls it in. And they go to the ninth. Still tied at 7, and Jeffrey Hammonds has just homered. He is still circling the bases. They're waiting for him at the plate. We'll show it to you a little bit later, but the Orioles have pulled it out in their last at bat. Jeffrey Hammonds' 8th home run of the year. What a comeback. They were down by 5. Here it is. It just happened. It's off Bobby Welch, who is now a reliever for the A's. A clothesline shot. And once again, high drama at Camden Yards. The A's, who have been so hot against the East and had won their last 11 decisions against lefties, they beat up on Sid, but the Orioles come back and win it on Hammond's home run, 8-7. A matinee at Fenway. The Sox hosting Seattle. We'll take a look at that after we show you. This was coming into tonight. They had won 12 out of 14. Their ERA was down about...
Same Oakland A's, right? Get off to a bad start and then rattle off, 12 out of 2? A few years ago, they won, 20 in a row, I think, after getting to, a horrible 1-13 start or something like that. Things just don't change, do they?
3 runs a game. Their scoring was way up. They got the runs tonight, but their bullpen couldn't hold it once Ontiveros left the game. Now to the matinee at Fenway. The Sox hosting Seattle. That's Sergio Valdez, the last-minute replacement for the ailing Roger Clemens. And no mercy from Tino Martinez to dead center. Lee Tinsley with a leaping grab. Takes it away. Then it is Scotty Fletcher against the M's. Chris Bosio. On a 3-2 pitch, Fletcher was headed to first, heads to the dugout, and gives Ed Hickox an earful. And the same man that threw Paul O'Neill out earlier this week chases shortstop. He would later have a clean single. Tino decides to go to another wall, this time up. And that is going to take a while to come down. A 3-run shot over the monster. Then Bobby Ayala on in relief. Rodriguez had a spectacular play last night in the hole. This time he's gunning, can't quite get balance in.
A young A-Rod,
showing marvelous D. Give him a step back in time. That is the original DH. Ron Bloomberg, part of the Yankees old-timer game. A flash from the past. And how would he inspire the Yanks of today? Well, the current DH for the Angels going against Scott Kamenicki. Luis Polonia running out of room. Got it! Nice grab at the 3:18 mark. Bottom of the 4th, the Yanks up 2-0. Through the eyes of Phil Leftwich, you see Matty Noakes lefting the yard. Off the facade, he had 2 on the day. But in that intense heat, Kamenicki fades, had a shutout in the 5th, and then D. Sarcina singles. Chad Curtis goes the other way. The former Yanks, Mike Owen, had 3 hits. Then Tim Salmon with a shot up the box. Chilla. This time puts it well in front of Polonia, the double.
All right, I had to pause it. I'm nerding out there, man. Spike Owens. Didn't he play for Montreal, I think, for a little bit, too? This era, 92, 93, 94, I have so many damn baseball cards. The junk era, obviously. The 93 tops, I probably have them like paper plates at a damn dollar store. They're all over this damn room. I want to do a baseball card episode, too. I'm falling way behind for doing that. Been wanting to do that for quite a while. Have not yet. But Chili Davis and Spike Owens, blast from the damn past.
5 consecutive hits. They scored 3 times
Salmon,
to
too,
tie the game.
there, right?
2 batters later, Kamenicki's wilt is complete. He hit him. J.T. Snow to force in another run. Angels take the lead. Kamenicki didn't finish the 5th. He was done for the day.
Joe DiMaggio.
The boss looking on with Joe D. They blow the lead, and the Angels come back and double them up 10-5. O'Neill went 0 for 3. He falls back to 382 on the season, although he still leads the league. New York, much to Steinbrenner's consternation, 3-6 on this 10-game homestand. To the National League, the Reds continue to run out front in the Central. The highest-scoring team in the league dropped a dozen on the Pirates on Friday, and now they run out Jose Rio, the staff all-star, who's in the top 5 in the league in innings, strikeouts, winning percentage, and ERA, and had given up only 2 runs in his last 3 starts. Pittsburgh's got enough.
Jose Rio, man, he had what was it, the 89 or 90? No, 90 World Series against Oakland. I have a box set of all the World Series little documentaries and stuff. I only paid like $80 for it, but it stops up until I think 2012 or 13, I want to say, is when it ends for the whole box set. But they have a little piece on there of Jose Rio. He was married to Juan Marichal's daughter, the great pitcher for the San Francisco Giants, which I didn't know at the time. But he was another one, kind of like we talked about with Ruben Sierra, had pretty good couple of years, and I really don't know what the hell happened to Jose Rio. Where's he at? But that was a good team. They got, Jose Rio, Barry Larkin, Biff Roberts, I think, is going to be on this team too. I'm just completely nerding out on this damn video. We got to do more of these. This is fun stuff.
In Cincinnati without that, but no problem here. Jay Bell, number nine on the year, 1-0. The Reds got it back, tied at 1. Then Rio gave up a hit to Bell again. Picked him off, though.
Hal Morris.
Retribution. Then in the 3rd, Hal Morris, who has been torrid. That's going to be a fair ball. Jacob Brumfield off and dashing. Standing up. 2-1 Cincy. The Bucks come back. Man on for Dave Clark. Turns on it, and Rio's getting roughed up. Clark's 8th of the year. But the Reds rally again. It's tied at 3. Rio doubles. Larkin's aboard, or at bat with Rio aboard in the 5th. Didn't get much of it. But Rio had worked his way to 3rd. Now he's going to try Gary Varsho, who's been an adventure during this series in left field. He can't catch Rio, gives himself the lead, left in the 7th and got the win. 5-3, the final.
You know, I find funny about these two teams playing each other is you could have put both of them in each other's stadiums and they looked identical. What was that, Three Rivers? And I forgot what Cincinnati stadiums were identical looking out there.
As Rio ups his mark to 8-4, the Bucks have lost 9 in a row at Riverfront. The Reds have a major league leading 30th home win. They've lost just 11 times at home. If Jose repeats himself, he's just getting started. So far in the 90s, when he comes back from the All-Star game, which he'll attend for the first time this year, he really takes off. He has a dozen more wins after the break through the 90s, an ERA that goes from over 3 to under 2, and he even lasts longer per outing, allowing fewer hits. A swampy Fulton County Stadium. More rain tonight between the Cards and Braves. Scary moment in the 2nd. Charlie O'Brien, the bearded one, sawed off. Here comes Todd Zeile. Here comes Brian Jordan. And Zeile will slide and knee him right in the ribs. Jordan would lay motionless, taken off the field with a neck brace, taken to a local hospital. He has been released, but he has 4 cracked ribs. Then the rains came, as they have every day this week. 25-minute delay. St. Louis was nursing a 1-0 lead. Then Glavine gives up this seeing-eye single to Witten. Zeile makes it 2-0 St. Louis.
Joe Torre.
Cards eventually build a 3-0 lead. Then in the 4th, Braves score, and then Ryan Klesko off Omar Oliveros. Freddie McGriff is in, and it's a 1-run game. Glavine settles down. In the 6th, he's got Langford. He's prone to the K, and Glavine proved it. Witten with the off-speed stuff, and then Geronimo Pena, the whiff. 7 Ks for Glavine. To the 6th, the Braves battle back. Oh, look out. Oliveros headhunting on McGriff after Justice had doubled. McGriff answers. Go after my head, I'll take you to dead center. A mammoth shot, number 23 on the year. Oliveros looking up, the Cards looking down. They lose to the Braves 5-3. After 4 straight no decisions, Oliveros picks up his first loss of the year. Glavine gets into double figures in victories after losing to the Cardinals back in April when Michael picks up his 18th save in relief. We're back in a couple of minutes. The Indians don't lead the majors in runs for nothing, finding new and novel ways to bring in runs. Also ahead, the Marlins have never had a no-hitter in their infant history.
I love those old school Marlin jerseys with the pinstripes and the fish and the F coming out the damn head. I don't know what the hell they're wearing right now. Kind of like the Orlando Magic. I don't get the orange coming across the chest. I love the pinstripes, but those Marlin jerseys were cool as hell. I don't know why they ever changed it.
Pat Rapp trying to put the wraps on that. Baseball tonight. The Indians are in the lead later than at any time in the last 20 years, but suddenly Chicago has snuck back into a share of Central supremacy. The Twins tore them up Friday with a first-inning grand slam and an eventual 7-run lead that even the major's highest-scoring club couldn't overcome. This evening's Metrodome matchup figured to be more favorable for Cleveland. Dennis Martinez, who hasn't lost in 2 months, facing the man they mauled 6 days ago, Jim Deshaies. There's Jimmy, the highest ERA of any American League starter. Kenny Lofton trying to get things started early with a single. Lofton always looking to run. There he goes. He's off and going with Baerga. Don't even try. He's in there. He would also steal third. Walbeck had no chance of that one either.
Matt Walbeck. That's funny, man. I got a Matt Walbeck autographed baseball glove at Tiger Stadium. It might have been 94 or 93. It had to be around that time because I think John Doherty was pitching for the Detroit Tigers at the time. But yeah, I got a Matt Walbeck autograph on my glove. Funny stuff, man.
And Albert Bell, what? They're going to squeeze with their main RBI man, and it worked. Albert got it in. Huh? Tom Kelly did not expect that one. But he may not have expected Dennis Martinez to be off his game as much as he was tonight. Bases juiced. Chip Hale, the liner to third. He's getting out of it. Matt Wahlbeck strikes out. Bases loaded, no outs. He's got 2 outs. And then Jeff Rebele, the soft liner. The Twins lead the bases juiced. It's 2-all. Then Murray leaves the yard. A 2-run shot. Indians took a 2-run lead.
That was a loaded damn lineup for the Cleveland Indians. I forgot they had damn Eddie Murray out there DHing for him.
Puckett cut it to a run with an RBI double. And it is now still a 4-3 game. Martinez still in there. He was 6-0 in his last 10 starts, and that lost since May 11th. The Shays allowed a Major League leading 26th home run to Murray in this game, but right now the Twins are still within a run. At County Stadium, the White Sox trying to stay right astride of the tribe against Ricky Bonas, number 4 in the American League in ERA. A little wild. Gets away, pitching to Franco, and Tim Raines makes it 1-0 in the opening inning. Still in the first. Bonus, put Franco on, and you're stealing signs, Julio. Well, I can't see that far. Who, me? I would never. Unless, well, you know, I hit behind Frank Thomas. What can I tell him? That man's stealing signs. Watching Big Frank tee off. A monster night in Milwaukee for the Big Hurts. His 27th double. Gilbert Martin made it 3-1 in the third. 2 on. That's Frank Thomas, of course. White Sox fans make it up the expressway to watch this kind of thing. Oh, he's within one of the kid. 32 home runs, 78 RBIs, because he's not. Oh, they are beside themselves in Milwaukee, as some Chicago fans have filtered into the park to watch the Big Hurt put up 5 RBIs. He also leads the American League lead. He has passed O'Neill, who dropped to 382. During this game now, he is up to 385 with his 3 hits. Sanderson's leaving the game right now, but he's got a 9-3 lead as the White Sox try to stay even with Cleveland. Back to the National League. Pat Rapp on the mound for the Marlins, who have never had a no-hitter. Didn't figure to have one against the high-scoring Rockies. Dante Bichette with a little number up the middle. It was that easy.
What they call them, the Blake Street Bombers, Bichette, Galarraga, Vinny Castillo. Hell, I'd put Ellis Brooks in their power lineup out there for Colorado. This would only be their 94. This would be their 2nd season, right?
Facing Andres Galarraga, smoked him. He was wild, though. He walked the bases loaded. Little conference, what to do now? Try to throw one over the plate. No hitter through 3. End of the 5th. It's still a scoreless game when Jeff Conine hits his 2nd homer in as many nights. 1-0 Marlins. Rapp still wild. Walk number 8 to John Vanderwall, but still a no-hitter. Into the 7th. Mike Pingery into the 9th. A rope to right. And that was it for Rapp. He's still in the lead, though. 3-2 Marlins. Ralph Nen saved it a night ago. They know they're not going to have Brian Harvey back this year. But Nen gets the grounder, protects the 4-2 lead, and the Marlins pull it out. Rapp had a nice night, allowed way too many base runners, but very few hits. And they pull it out. The only hit was Kingery's home run. Nen picks up his 2nd straight save, his 9th on the season. The Giants beat the Phils 3-2 for the 2nd time. They're now 3-0 since activating Strawberry. He didn't start. He drew a pinch hit walk in the 8th. It's the first time that Danny Jackson has lost in his last 9 road starts. 5 straight losses for the Phils. Astros and Cubs in the afternoon at Wrigley. Anthony Young picks up the win. He's now 4-6. He had 5 wins in 40 career decisions before becoming a Cub. In the losing cause, Bagwell hits his 27th. He leads the league with 74 runs, 81 RBIs. He's 3rd in batting and 2nd in home runs. We're back in just a minute and a half. Has Juan got his homer stroke back? Well, it doesn't hurt to be facing
Juan Damn Gonzalez. The Tigers picked him up in 2001. As soon as he got into Comerica Park, literally started bitching about the fences. That's the reason why they initially moved in from the outfield out there. But, man, Juan Gonzalez, he did not want to be in Detroit for the 2 years, I think, that we had him from, it might have been a little bit later, 2001, I think it was, or something like that. He was a hell of a player. He had about 5 straight years, 100 RBIs, putting up 30 to 40 home runs every season. He dropped off real hard, too. I don't really remember what happened to him after he left Detroit. I don't know if he went back to Texas. I'm going to have to look that up after this.
The Tiger pitching staff. And Rangers and Tigers in a matinee in Motown. John Doherty didn't have it. Team full of threes. Manny Lee had 3 hits that capped a 3-run first inning rally.
It's to Rodriguez, a deep drive.
And Ivan Rodriguez also had 3 hits. The biggest one, a 4-bagger. The Rangers went up 5-2. Sparky can't watch when Juan Gonzalez also did things in threes. A 3-run homer, 8-2. And it even took 3 to make the 1, 5, 3 putouts. Rangers put up double figures. Doherty hasn't won since before Memorial Day. He gave up 8 runs, 14 hits, and 5 2/3. As he put it, I try to stay positive, but I'm not stupid. It's been a struggle for a long time now. If I don't pitch, I'm probably not going to stay in the rotation.
Those Tiger teams from the early 90s were just kind of lingering on being competitive, almost like the damn Detroit Lions were. They'd hang around 500 with Cecil and Travis Ryman and Mickey Templeton, Rob Deere for a couple of years. They always had the offense, but never the damn pitching to put it together. Back when Toronto was dominating that division in, 91, 92, and 93, Tigers just always kind of hang around in there. And then at the trade deadline, just completely flop when other teams would make big moves. Damn. Then it got real bad after that. When they lose 119, I think, in 99 or 2000, it really started falling apart there towards the late 90s.
Dean Palmer also had 3 hits for the Rangers, speaking of threes. At Skydome, the Blue Jays banking on their only starter with a winning record, and Pat Henkin comes through. He's got 11 wins now. Milwaukee still hasn't had a win as a starter since September of 92. Henkin's won 5 in a row, and by going only 7 innings, he'll probably be fresh enough to pitch in the All-Star game for Cito Gaston on Tuesday. Danny Cox has been activated. He will be there for the Blue Jays on Sunday. Sean Green has been sent to the minors. SportsCenter's getting in position. We'll be taking you there in less than 5 minutes. We'll also take you out to action in progress, including Chavez Ravine between the Mets and Dodgers right after this. Couple of games in progress out in California. Expos and Padres. Boy, has Butch Henry been spectacular since coming to Montreal. He's hitting .333. He's knocked in the only run of this game, helping himself to a 1-0 lead in the 4th. Pitchers duel as well at Chavez Ravine. Ramon Martinez has struck out 6 through 3 1/3. Mike Remlinger, who has been marvelous as a Met, has a perfect game through 3 himself. SportsCenter, just about 3 minutes away. We'll be getting you there next, as well as a final update after this. Matinee at Wrigley, we told you about it. Let's show it to you. Anthony Young facing Orlando Miller, and AY with the quick reflexes. Got his man, and then it's Sammy. Sosa goes the other way out. Brian Williams. That's a 2-run signal. He knocked in 3 in the game. Cubs had a 4-0 lead. Williams has been a hard luck pitcher, and he didn't help himself. Throws this one away. Ray Sanchez made it 6-0 Chicago. But no matter win or lose, Jeff Bagwell's going to do his damage. After Young was out of there with a slight injury, Chuck Prim gave up this solo shot to Bagwell, who leads the majors with 81 RBIs. The short-o-meter, that's Pistachio. The nice grab. Young picks up his 4th win on the year. He had only 5 major league wins before he came to the Cubs. They win at 7-3. Bagwell's 27th homer. The all-time Astro single-season record, the toy cannon, Jimmy Wynn, had 37 of them, so Bagwell well on his way to that. They have gone to the 8th at the Metrodome. Twins coming to the plate, and Denny Martinez is nursing that 1-run lead. He's got a 6-hitter going. The big blow, Eddie Murray's 2-run homer to put him to a 4-2 lead. Coming ahead, All-Star Monday. We will be with you from 7:30 Eastern Time all the way till 11. It's a 90-minute All-Star Gala. You'll hear from most of the All-Stars. Then you'll have the Home Run Derby and the Heroes of Baseball. We'll show you the legends from the Yankees Old-Timers game coming up, and we're back at midnight Eastern. Right now, it's time for Mike Tirico and Craig Kilborn next on SportsCenter.
All right, that was too damn fun. We're going to definitely have to do more of these. Leave some comments down below. Maybe give me a year that you guys want to check out, because that was just way too damn fun doing that. Man, I completely nerded out on that one. So I miss baseball tonight. I know what MLB Network has, what is it, MLB Tonight, which is cool because they do a lot of live look-ins. But just the nostalgic of it. I remember they used to do the home runs they were hitting the night, and they would have that little ball with the it would scream as it would, as it would come across the damn screen. But that was fun stuff. So if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. See ya.